This is the cheapest Strat kit I could find on Amazon. It's called the Swutong Electric Guitar DIY Kit. And it was $89. Now, the reason why I chose this kit is because of the wood. It's called Paulownia. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, it's a lot like ash, but a little bit, just a hair darker. And so it's kind of, they consider it an in-between alder and ash. And I've been hearing a lot of good things about this wood, so I thought, let's try this kit out and see how it does. So, hi, I'm Kevin. Welcome to my channel. If you like guitar stuff, you might want to consider subscribing. Please give it a like, share, or a comment. If you have anything you want to see or hear, let me know. I will gladly try to do what I can for it. And yeah, I wanted to do this as a series, and the reason why it's not painted or anything is because this is the actual first step in building a kit guitar. All I did was I put it together, basically, you know? So in this episode, I want to go over the unboxing and how everything came packaged. I also want to go over the build process and how long it actually took to build this guitar, which was pretty amazing, by the way. This is a great kit. I have to say it right off the bat. The thing was, I barely even had to mess with the intonation. It was that good. So that's what this video is. Basically, just we're going to start the building process. And like I said, if that's something you're into, please give it a like, subscribe, or follow. So let's get to the unboxing. So this thing came boxed up really well. It was a box within a box, and all the compartments were separated with dividers too. And you can see here, everything stayed in its spot. Nothing got sloshed around and dented and dinged. And this is the guitar neck. We'll pull this out. The neck was a little bit dry, so I went ahead and put some mineral oil on that. Just plain Jane $2 mineral oil from Walmart. There was no fret sprouts. Everything felt great. Now, the fingerboard was drying out pretty good, though. So they were getting ready to start, but we stopped that right in its tracks. Here's the nut. The nut was not cut well at all. They were very uneven. It was really weird. The G string was super high and the E string was super low. So here is the Paulownia body, and it came with a loaded pickguard. Ceramic pickups, your typical inexpensive pickup types that you would see on any cheap guitar. And this is a Paulownia guitar body. It's similar to ash. It's very, very light. And I kind of like the grain on it. I think it looks pretty cool, to be honest with you. So there was a couple other interesting things that came in this kit. One of them was, it came with wiring instructions for all kinds of pickups, which I thought was really cool. Like, you can do humbuckers, single coils. They've got different wiring diagrams for each setup. So it's going to be a nice paper to have around anyway. So this is all the hardware that came with it. And it's your typical Chinese guitar kit hardware. And this is the kit right here. This is the whole kit. We got some nice wood here. The next step is going to be, we're going to dry fit everything and see if we can get it to make some noise. Speaking of dry fitting everything, let me zoom in here and show you this neck pocket. Now, you see that movement right there? That's a little bit sloppy, but the thing is that there's no finish on it whatsoever. So with a little bit of finish going in there is definitely going to help, but I would much rather that pocket be tight and then you can just sand off a little bit. So we're going to see how well this does after we finish it and do all that. But at this point right now, I'm not really too crazy about how sloppy that is. But I mean, it is what it is, right? It's an unfinished neck with just a little bit of slop in there. But I'm sure it's going to be just fine. But that's a major concern for me. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I kind of like the fretboard. It's called Ebony Composite fretboard. I don't even know what that means, but it looks pretty decent and it feels all right. So we're just going to give it a try and see how she does. So what we're about to go over right now is the reason why I do not buy kits. The hardware is usually awful. So if you can see here, the tuners and the bridge and all that stuff is right here. And this stuff does seem okay, though. Like, the tuners aren't too loose. They feel pretty tight. And the bridge, well, it looks halfway decent. We've got our individual saddles where we can adjust the action and intonation very good. The trim block is pretty flimsy and small, but, you know, that's just going to be another upgrade. All in all, I think these parts are stepped up from the previous kits that I have done before. And you know, the tuners are what they are. Usually they're a little bit sloppy and all that, but those felt pretty good. Now, there is no soldering in this kit whatsoever. Everything is clipped together with fittings, which I thought was pretty cool. So the trim, the ground wire to the trim is already soldered. There's your 3 springs. And then, you know, here's our neck plate cover. This thing is pretty stout. I was really surprised. To be honest with you, I am very, very impressed with how well this kit is put together for the price, because I've seen them a whole lot higher than this, and you can't even tune the things, you know? So here is the little plastic cover thingy for the neck plate right here. You can either use that or not use it. It doesn't really matter much. And it fits on there just like that. I am really, really digging this hardware for this kit. So everything's decent, you know. I mean, here, there's a pack of 9 strings, and that is what that is. And then you've got the input jack, and it has a fitting on the end of that. So there's literally no soldering in this kit, which is pretty okay. We're going to see how it does, but it seems like it's pretty okay. Here we go with this. This has 3 single coils in the plastic pickguard with a 5-way typical switch on it. This is just your standard classic Strat setup. A volume and 2 tones. So, as to be expected, it's got the circuit board switch in there, and the magnets are ceramic, but this is what you're gonna find in these cheaper guitar kits. You know, they at least shielded the pick guard, which was nice. There's the connection right there for the actual where you connect it to the input jack, which is nice. Right here, you see those two go together, so you don't have to solder anything. It's already been done for you, which is a great thing on a lot of levels, you know. But usually if somebody's going to do this to a guitar, they know how to solder a little bit. But I really like this idea. They send you a paper, well, 2 papers with different wiring diagrams. Even though you're not soldering or doing any of that, they've got all kinds of different wiring diagrams, so you can save these papers and use it later on for other things, or if you wanted to redo your whole pickup setup. So that is the unboxing. So we're going to put everything together in the next video and show you how long it actually takes to do this. Also, if you want to get one of these kits and go to Amazon, and while I'm going through this process, you can build your own guitar with me. Because I'm going to literally make a video for every component of this guitar that we're putting together. So if you want to get a kit and go along with me on this process, I think it'd be fun. Also, I'm thinking about doing this as a live stream sometime too. Finding a decent kit and putting it together with a bunch of you guys on the live stream. Tell me if you think that is something you'd be interested in. Also, if you want to help me name the guitar, I'm thinking about calling it the Paula Strat. Obviously, after the Paulino wood and Paula, you know. Anyway, I'm going to try to get this assembly video out a little bit sooner. It's just been really tough with being so busy and everything. But any problems or questions or anything, feel free to let me know. Thank you very much.